Okay, so imagine this. The gods are gone. I mean, completely overthrown. The heavens conquered. So what do you do? What do you do when the one thing you're supposed to do, pray for help, is the very thing that will get you killed by instantly revealing your location to the enemy? Well, that's the mess our heroes are in, and their only way out is a plan so crazy, it just might work. Three little words, right? But these three words hit with the force of a universe collapsing. This isn't just some coup on a faraway mountain. No, this is like waking up one morning to find out the laws of physics have been totally rewritten. The sun might not rise, gravity might just stop. That's the level of chaos we're talking about here. The very seat of power that kept reality in check has been violently taken over. So, if you're just a normal person living in this world, what does it actually look like when the gods get overthrown? It's not some abstract headline you read about. Oh no. It is immediate, it is everywhere, and it is absolutely terrifying. And this isn't just happening in one spot. All across the globe, this weird, unnatural twilight starts to descend. The air gets bone dry, and this biting cold, a cold that has no business being there, starts to creep into everything. And then you see it. On the horizon, a massive dark wall of clouds is building. It's a pretty clear signal that the new boss is, well, redecorating the world in its own bleak image. And who is this new power? Everybody meet Chernobog, the night god. Now, this isn't just a god of darkness. He's the embodiment of the void itself. Think about the soul-crushing emptiness of a frozen wasteland, the silence of being totally alone, a cold that doesn't just chill your body, but completely snuffs out all hope. And that's the guy who's now running the heavens. So, yeah, the world is freezing over and a god of utter desolation is in charge. The obvious move is to start praying like crazy for help, right? Well, that's where our heroes hit a wall, a really unique, really deadly problem we're going to call the prayer paradox. I mean, it's the first question you'd ask, isn't it? In a world packed with different gods, why can't they just shoot a text, an SOS to some other friendly deity? The problem is, the very system that used to connect mortals to the gods, well, it's been hijacked. This is basically a divine bureaucratic nightmare. Think of it like this. You send an email to your old boss, but because he just got fired, there's an automatic forward setup. So your email goes straight up the new chain of command, right to the new CEO's inbox. In this case, any prayer meant for Zeus or Athena gets automatically rerouted straight to Chernobog. It's like sending him a direct message with a pin of your exact location. Not good. Okay, so why not just pray to a god from a whole different pantheon, like from somewhere else entirely? Because of this unwritten rule of divine politics. When things get bad, gods protect their own. They pull up the cosmic drawbridge and basically wall themselves off to keep their followers safe. And our heroes, they don't belong to any of those groups. They are, for all intents and purposes, completely on their own. Just when everything seems completely hopeless, a memory from an old battle sparks this incredible epiphany. The heroes suddenly realize they've been stuck playing by the old rules, trapped in a box that's become a cage. The answer isn't to find a god who will help them, it's to completely redefine what it even means to be an ally. And this big idea, this breakthrough, it comes from the story of Queen Zenobia of the Amazons. In a different war, facing impossible odds, she did something amazing. She didn't just fight for her fellow Amazons. She declared that anyone from any nation, any religion, who stood with her against tyranny was her people. She created a new kind of nation, one born not from blood, but from a shared cause, from solidarity. This lays out the huge shift in thinking perfectly. On the left, you've got the old way, the rigid rules that led them straight to a dead end. But on the right, you see the new game plan. It's flexible, it's political, and frankly, it's brilliant. If you can't pray to your own gods, go find new powers. And if those powers don't want to help because it's not their problem, well, you find a way to make it their problem. Armed with this new philosophy, the heroes come up with a plan that is so out there, it's bordering on completely insane. They decide they're going to petition three of the most powerful and wildly different beings in existence. Beings who operate totally outside of Olympus's corrupted system. First up on the recruitment list, heaven. The actual heaven. The plan is to go straight to the top and petition the Archangel Gabriel, who's now running the show up there. Now, this isn't just begging for help, it's a political play. See, Gabriel owes our heroes a life debt, which is a massive bargaining chip that pretty much forces him to at least hear them out. Getting heaven involved? That would change everything. Next, they swing in the complete opposite direction. I mean, this move is pure desperation. They use a super dangerous ritual to contact a figure named Jezebel, who's making a ruthless power play for the throne of hell. She's ambitious, she owes them, and you know she would love a chance to mess with a rival power. It's literally a deal with the devil. But hey, it could get them an army of demons. And for the final piece of this unholy alliance, they turn to the east. They're going to seek an audience with the Jade Emperor, a divine ruler who has stayed completely neutral in all these Western conflicts. We're talking about a massive, organized military force totally outside the sphere of Olympus. Getting him on board wouldn't just add soldiers, it would turn this whole thing into a true world war against Chernabog. And when I say army, I really mean it. The Jade Emperor commands 8,000 of these terracotta warriors. And let's be crystal clear, these are not just clay statues. Each and every one of them is a living, fighting construct, a tireless soldier. It's an absolutely massive force they're hoping to add to their cause. So what's the big lesson here? It's that when the systems you've always trusted are turned against you, you don't just bend the rules, you shatter them. Survival means you have to think differently, you have to build new alliances based on a common enemy. Just goes to show you, absolute desperation can lead to some truly brilliant, if unorthodox, solutions. Which leaves us with the one massive question. With Olympus in ruins and a dark god sitting on the throne, can this unbelievable coalition, this unholy alliance of heaven, hell, and the Jade Emperor, can they actually stand a chance and save a world that its own gods have already lost?